This video is brought to you by the Disc Golf Nerd Patreon support team. Go to patreon.com/discgolfnerd. What's up, everybody? I wanted to do a quick video tonight. It is Fresh Plastic Friday. I did not get it together to post a full review for you guys today, but I wanted to do a quick video anyway, just to check in, show off some new plastic as I like to do. This is some new stuff that has kind of made its way into my bag, most of which were molds that were already in there, one that wasn't, but new things that I've been throwing and carrying and messing around with. I want to do a little plastic show and tell. Let me know in the comments down below if there are any new discs that have broken into your bag recently, maybe what they replaced, all that kind of good stuff. I like reading about that stuff, and I'm always interested to see how people put their bags together and kind of evolve them over time, so I'm interested to see what you guys are working with out there. So leave me a comment, let me know. If you like what I do, please consider subscribing to the channel if you've not done so already, so you can stay tuned for future reviews and informational videos and all the different content that I put out there for you guys. Let's take a look at what we got. So first of all, the Gobi. You guys know I love the Gobi. This is just a new one that I have in the bag that I've been digging. It's got a little bit of a dome to it, and I put this pink kind of bubblegum pink rim dye job on this one. I ended up basically just soaking the whole disc in pink dye, and since it's blue, you can see like a little bit of a purple tinge to it around the rim where most of the dye was, but not really. But it mostly just got that white overmold rim. So it's just a cool, you know, unique looking Gobi that I'm digging. And this is just a beater that I threw in the bag to have a backup for that red and orange one that I've been throwing a lot, that I showed you guys in my last in the bag video. This is just a nice backup that I wanted to put in there. And I like having the dyed rim, so it's a little bit more unique and interesting looking, and definitely a good flyer. This one has a touch more dome to it than the other one I had in my bag, but they're pretty similar. This one maybe a little bit more floaty, but not by a whole lot. Gobis in general have a big glide, and they stay up in the air for a long period of time and really hold that nice straight line for me. But this one's been a nice kind of extra one if I want to throw an extra shot out there. It's basically interchangeable. They're all relatively similar. There's not huge differences between them, and I got this one in a trade, and I put the dye on it, and rather than put it into my stash, I figured I'd throw this one in the bag as a nice backup. So I have two. Mostly is why I wanted to do that, just because it's one of those discs that I know if I lost it during a round and I didn't have a backup, and I had much golf to play after that, it could be an issue. So I wanted to make sure I have at least two in the bags at all times, based on just, you know, how much I throw it and how much I rely on that disc out there on the course. This is one I'm really excited about. I got this one in a trade from my buddy Anthony. He hooked it up. This is the Disc Member Edition Lux Link. So it's Discmania Link, but it is in the Lux plastic, which is basically the same as Latitude's Goldline plastic. So I've always been on the search for a premium plastic throwing putter that I really love, and I'm hoping this one can fit the bill. So far, it's been pretty solid. The Link in general is a beaded putter. This thing's so bright and vibrant, it's kind of hard to film it. It's a beaded putter. It's got that really beautiful, super rounded, comfortable design in the hand that I just love. They're really neutral flyers. They hold lines extremely well. This one seems to have a little bit more stability, and it seems like it has a little more glide as well, which I'm excited about. That's pretty much what I wanted. Something I could power into a little bit more than the Exo Soft that I've been bagging since it came out. That one's gotten a little bit of wear on it. It's broken in a hair. This one should fly basically the same way for a long time, as that bead takes a lot of abuse before it'll start to really change the flight. I like the premium plastic feel on this thing, and hopefully it'll hold those flight characteristics for a long time, and it will be something that I can throw with a little bit more power, and it does seem to float a little bit more as well based on my initial impressions. So I'm really excited about this thing, and I'm a little bit scared based on the fact that it's a special edition and it's tough to find. I don't want to lose it, but I'm going to bag this alongside the Exo Soft. So if there's any kind of an issue, you know, if there's like a drop-off or something, I'll throw the Exo Soft and leave this one in the bag. So stay tuned to my next in the bag video, maybe my Instagram or something. I'll probably put some flights of that thing up relatively soon. A couple drivers that are new to my bag. If you saw my last in the bag video, I was bagging a Goldline culverin. I really liked it, but I started to put some wear on it because I was throwing it a ton. And I really liked the Opto blend overall. I would love to see the Link come out in the Neo plastic, which is the same as Opto. I'd bag one of those immediately if those came out, especially if it was a stock one that I don't have to worry about losing as much as this Lux. That would definitely happen. But I wanted to grab an Opto culverin, see if it had a little bit more stability to it, make it just a little bit more versatile in terms of the lines I can throw with it, and this thing definitely fits the bill for that. It's got nice stability to it, a little bit more than the Goldline, even brand new, and as that one broke in a little bit, it got a little bit straighter. This one is a really nice overstable fairway driver for me. It's not like really overstable, it's not like Firebird Pioneer kind of overstable by any means. It'll fly for a while, but it won't flip. It has a strong fade for me, and I'm really, really liking this thing. It's a great overstable complement to something like an Escape. I really like the way this worked out. I removed most of the stamp except for the Opto line and then these crossed culverin kind of muzzle loaders or whatever these are. I guess I'm not exactly sure. Kind of looks like it though. And yeah, really liking this thing. I love the bright, vibrant orange that this thing has. Beautiful color to spot out there on the course. It's great for getting around obstacles to the left. It'll fly into the wind really nicely for me. And it's a really nice just to have a layer from my Fury to the Escape to the culverin. They're basically very similar in the hand. They're similar speed, and they really work super well as kind of a three-tiered system. It's kind of how I've been working lately with a lot of the slots in my bag, putters, mids, and fairways. And finally, we have the Goldline Burst Havoc. So if you guys saw my review on this disc, you'll already know that I've been bagging this thing for a little while. Basically, since it came in the mail from my friend Chris Caulfield. I tested it out there for the first time, got the filming done, and it went straight in my bag. I've really been liking this thing. I can throw it flat, and it won't flip over on me. And I can throw it on hyzer. It holds the hyzer super well. And all in all, it's just a really nice, faster, more overstable complement to my Thrashers. And I like the way this flies more than some of the more stable runs of Thrasher that I've used. This thing has that little bit extra speed coupled with the stability that allows me to get similar distances, but it has that really nice stable flight from my arm. Good glide, good speed. It flies nice on a low line as well. It flexes nice, and it's got some decent flashing to it fresh out of the box. So once that breaks in and this underside starts to get some wear on there, I think this thing's going to really stretch out some big distance, and I'll be able to throw it pretty strong still because it has that speed, and I should be able to count on it coming back. But for right now, it's something that I can throw really flat. I can throw it into some wind, and it also holds a hyzer super nice and kind of on the right angle will skip around the corner and stuff. So I'm really liking the Havoc. It's got a great feel, a little bit of a pop top dome to it. First new distance driver to break in my bag in a long time, and I'm definitely digging it. Shout out once again to my friend Chris for sending me that one. So that's just a quick video I wanted to throw together tonight, so I have something to post for Fresh Plastic Friday here on the channel. Thank you so much for your continued support. Thanks to all of my Patreon supporters as well. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know some of the new additions to your bag and maybe what they might have bumped out of the bag or anything along those lines. I'm always interested to hear about that stuff from you guys. Thank you for your continued support. I will check you very soon. Cheers.